Welcome back to my channel, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about life after weight loss. Whether or not losing weight will make your life better. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you don't know who I am and this is the first video of mine that you're watching, hello, my name is Louise. I used to be morbidly obese. I weighed 269 pounds. And in January 2020, I went on a weight loss journey and I lost 120 pounds and I've built muscle and been maintaining ever since. I've done a bikini competition, I've done a photo shoot, which I've all documented on my channel. And I make lots and lots of videos here on YouTube, just sharing my journey, sharing my tips and what I've learned. Everything to do with health, fitness, weight loss. I share my what you eat in a day videos. I share my muscle building tips. I share like my body recomposition journey. I've shared my prep and all the way up until my bikini competition. I shared my bikini competition and I shared my kind of prep for my photo shoot and all the way up to that, and basically just everything to do with life after weight loss. So if you're interested in any of that, then be sure to subscribe and click the bell button, become part of the family here on YouTube. We would love to have you. So I remember when I was bigger, I remember just always thinking if I lost weight, life would be so much better. And I just remember always thinking that if only I was slimmer, then yeah, like just life would be so much better. So that's why I want to make today's video, to just talk about whether that's true or not, because I know so many people are in that position where they feel like, oh, I would just be happier if I lost weight, or life would just be better, or it would be easier. And I just want to talk about my personal experience, whether I've found life to be better after losing weight or not. I do believe it's made my life better in some ways, and in other ways it hasn't really done much to my life, right? So let's just talk about it. So where it's made my life better is the fact that yes, I'm healthier. I don't have to have the health complications of being overweight, in the sense of I was, when I was bigger, suffering with, I would get dizzy quite a lot when I'd stand up. I would get really out of breath when I'd walk up a flight of stairs. I couldn't really walk to the park, like with my kids, I'd take them to the park. I couldn't really be active with them. I mean, I could walk to the park, like I could, but I'd just be really tired and have to sit down at the park because I'd be walking. Even though it was like a 10-15 minute walk to the park, it was still tiring me out, right? So it made just everyday movement, if that makes sense, difficult, like bending over tying my shoes. And I just remember feeling quite heavy, and everything that I did, just any daily tasks, was just so much harder. And I even got used to it, if that makes sense. Like I was only, how old was I? I was only 25. Yeah, that took me a while to realise. I was only like, I was only 25 years old, and I got used to the fact that to put my shoes on and to tie them up, that I would have to just sit down. I couldn't bend over and do that because it was just like too hard. Like I'd get really out of breath and I'd feel like my belly was just in the way. Very similar to how like when you're pregnant, you get to a point where you have to sit down and do that stuff. That's how I was, just because of my weight. And then I had like preeclampsia when I was pregnant with my last son. So, and that was, I believe, like due to my weight and stuff. And then after that, I'm pretty sure I still had high blood pressure because yeah, I was still getting like the symptoms of like heart palpitations, and then like when I'd stand up I'd get sea stars and get really dizzy, or sometimes it would just randomly come on, and I'm pretty sure it was just all from like high blood pressure. So my life has improved in the sense of that my health has improved, so obviously that's going to improve my life. And in other ways it's made my life easier is shopping for clothes is so much easier. I can order online and not, I mean, to be fair, some place like Pretty Little Thing, yeah, I ordered, normally it's quite well for its sizing. And then more recently, I've ordered a few things on Pretty Little Thing. I think I even posted it on my story showing the difference, yeah. I ordered a size 10 jeans and they came like so small. Like they look like they would fit a child. And I ordered a few weeks before that a size 10 jeans from Pretty Little Thing. And I even took a picture of them like next to each other, like on top of each other. And like one size 10 that they tried claiming was a size 10 was like half the size. And then the other one was like so much bit like normal size 10. And yeah, so other than that, it's easier to order online basically, because when I was bigger I almost didn't really know, one, what would suit my body. I would always have to wear clothes that kind of, I felt like covered me up, because I was quite insecure of like my arms and just like my belly and stuff. So it was really hard to find clothes that would, one, suit my body, because a lot of clothes that you do buy online or even in the shops are made for slimmer bodies, even if they are sized a bit bigger. So it was really hard shopping for clothes, whereas now, like, I could pretty much go into any shop. My size is going to be there more than likely. I feel like I can choose clothes more of what I want to wear and what I think looks like pretty, looks nice, and that I would feel good in, without having to worry too much about like whether like my belly is gonna hang out, or like whether I feel uncomfortable because it doesn't suit my body shape. Do you know what I mean? So in that way, that's easier. When I was bigger, I suffered with anxiety and depression, and I do believe that the way I was eating and not moving made it so much worse. So since I changed my diet and started eating healthier, feeding my body the nutrients that it needs, and then training, exercising, losing the weight, that felt like, I feel like those habits improved my mental health so much. It hasn't like completely cured it, and eating healthy and going to the gym and exercising, it doesn't like completely cure your mental health, if that makes sense. Like, that's not going to, but it's a good coping mechanism, if that makes sense. So that has improved, but it hasn't completely like gone away. Like, I still have bad days, I still suffer with depression sometimes, yeah, so I can definitely still fall into depression. I don't know whether I'll say I'm depressed right now, but I have been going through bad mental health, or poor mental health. I won't say bad, it's a bit poor mental health recently. So it's not made it completely go away. So losing weight doesn't cure depression or anxiety, but it can improve it if your lifestyle factors are quite poor, if that makes sense, and your way you eat and you're not moving it adds to it, if that makes sense, because you're not feeling good in yourself and you're not doing what you can do to make yourself feel better. So yeah, so there's that. So that's like a yeah and no, if that makes sense, as losing weight has kind of improved that. I know for a fact if I was to just not worry about what I eat, in the sense of like eat just pure like processed junk food, and I wasn't to move my body, I would feel a lot worse than what I do when I don't. I do believe now I've lost weight, people treat me better. I do get asked this a lot, do you feel like people treat you better than when you was bigger? And for a long time I feel like I was in a little bit of denial, and I was like, no, it must just be because I am more like confident and more people are able to approach me, and I'm able to like put myself out there a little bit more. But which is partially true, I won't deny that that's partially true, but just in general, people just in general do treat me better. You get more smiles, I get more people offering to help me out with things, I get more people like opening doors for me, just like more polite gestures, and the way people just are with me is a lot more better than, does that even make sense? It's a lot better than when I was bigger. Like, I didn't really get that treatment when I was bigger, so I definitely do think that it's a thing, which is quite sad, because it does make me sad for myself and for other people that are bigger, because just because you are bigger doesn't mean you deserve to be treated as less than, because you're not. But that doesn't necessarily mean that just because you've lost weight, everyone's going to treat you well. Even though I've lost weight, I've still had people treat me, take advantage of me, treat me poorly. Not everyone's going to like you just because you've lost weight, all right? It doesn't work like that. I just want to put that out there. So that's one thing. So yeah, like, I'm able to be more active with my kids, which has improved the quality of my life, if that makes sense, because I've got my own time, my own hobbies and my own passions that I'm working towards, whereas before I didn't really. And then obviously going out, taking my kids out, being more active with them has obviously improved like the quality of my life. So they're in the ways that like losing weight has actually improved the quality of my life, but it doesn't make everything better. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because you do think sometimes when you're bigger that if I lost weight, everything will be good and all my problems will disappear, I won't have any problems. I just want to make this video to tell you guys, unfortunately, where losing weight will improve your life in certain areas, and it is a good thing, and you should definitely aim to lose weight if you are on unhealthy weight and you're unhappy with your weight, or your health is being impacted by your weight. This video isn't me saying that losing weight won't improve your life at all, because I think that's a lie. I think if you need to lose weight because it's impacting your health, or even like your body image, like you're not happy with yourself at the weight you are, definitely lose weight. Like, I'm not saying don't lose weight, but it's not going to solve every problem of your life. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to solve the deeper issues that you have, and it's not going to just automatically give you like a life that is easy and things get handed to you, because it doesn't work like that. Yeah, you still have to work for things that you want. You still have to work deep, like heal what's deep, because for me, I do believe that if you are, you can get a little bit overweight without like, with just like lifestyle things getting in the way and stuff. But I think if you get to a point where you're very, very overweight or obese or morbidly obese, definitely morbidly obese, that there's some deeper issues that got you to that point, if that makes sense. There's something deep inside that got you to allow yourself to reach that, to stop taking care of yourself. And whereas like fixing your lifestyle factors and stuff is all well and good, but if you need to like get to the deep root issue of why you got to that point in the first place and heal that, because if you don't, it's still going to be there once you've lost the weight. So for example, like say when you're bigger and you just pick out everything negative about yourself, you hate the way your arms look, you hate the way, I don't know, your belly is, you don't like the sagginess at the bottom of your belly, you don't like your cellulite on your legs, you don't like this, you don't like that, and you keep pointing that stuff out and you think, if I lost weight, I will love my body, I will be confident, I'll wear whatever I want to wear, but you don't work on your body image whilst you're losing weight, you will find yourself when you've lost the weight, you will still find something to pick out about yourself. You still won't be happy with your body, because say you've lost weight and you've got a bit of loose skin, or the stretch marks that you still have, or you don't like this area of your body, or you don't feel like this is good enough, this is good enough. No matter what, if you don't work on your body image whilst you're losing weight, then by the time you've lost the weight, you're still going to find something to pick at. You're still going to not really have a good body image. Just losing weight doesn't automatically change those things. You don't always like lose weight and just are completely happy with everything on your body. It's the same kind of concept, I believe. It's like, you know, when someone's not really happy with their nose and then they go get their nose done and they think that's going to fix their negative body image. And it doesn't. They get their nose done and then they hyper focus on something else, and then they're like, oh, I need my boobs done, and then they go get their boobs done. I'm not saying that this is for everyone, this is just an example, right? I don't want anyone to come at me, but they're not fixing the root cause, which is their insecurity deep inside and their negative view of themselves. So you've got to work on that, because that will still be there. I've had days a lot, especially throughout my weight loss and when I reached to the end of my weight loss, and even now, where I will still pick at things at my body and I'm not happy all the time like with my body, and it's a conscious effort for me to work through that and get to like, and try to talk positively about myself. No matter what, like everyone has insecurities and everyone has things that they need to work on. So just automatically changing that thing that you think it is doesn't necessarily fix it, if that makes sense, because it's coming from a deeper issue in yourself. You can learn to love and accept yourself for the way you are without having to change anything about yourself, and I feel like that's the most important thing. It should come from inside, and like you're not going to be extremely happy with everything about yourself, but just automatically just changing that thing doesn't heal the deeper issue, if that makes sense. You've got to like get to the root cause and actually do the work to heal it, if that makes sense. So you've got to do a lot of healing. Obviously, losing weight ain't gonna just automatically make your life better. It will improve certain areas of your life, but you're still gonna have problems. You're still gonna have bad days. You're still gonna get treated like rubbish by some people. You're still gonna sometimes just not feel like going to the gym. You're still gonna feel like rubbish. You're still gonna have days where you overeat and not eat the best kinds of foods. Like you're still gonna have those bad days. It's not like all sunshine and rainbows once you lose weight. I don't know, I just feel like it's quite an important topic to talk about, because you don't want to start your weight loss thinking that once you've lost the weight, that's when you get to be happy, because I believe that you should be happy before you even start losing weight. Do you know what I mean? Like you should learn to kind of be content at where you are and learn to find, like, heal yourself and heal all of the parts of you that you feel like you're unhappy with, if that makes sense, and learn to love yourself from the start and work on yourself. Like loving yourself and accepting yourself doesn't mean that you just get to like fat positivity or whatever, where like you just are like, well, this is how I am, I love myself how I am, I'm not going to change. Like it doesn't need to be like that. I personally feel like the true form of self-love is accepting yourself, loving yourself, knowing who you are and what you bring to like the world, if that makes sense, like as a person, and working on the parts of yourself that you feel like needs work done to it, if that makes sense. And whether that's your health, your body, your muscles if you want to get jacked, or like your mental health, or just your character or your passions. Like, you still get to work on yourself, and I feel like that's the best form of self-love, and it needs to start from the beginning, because losing weight automatically doesn't make you happy. It doesn't just make your life the best life ever. You still have to like put in the work. And I do feel like this last year, I thought, not that I thought I was like completely healed or like anything like that, but I thought last year, I would have thought like, I've done a bit of healing. I feel like I thought I was 100% confident with myself, and I've already worked through a lot of stuff. But this last year, a lot of changes has happened, and I've realised that I've actually got a lot more work to do on myself than I thought I did. And I think that's why I'm doing this video. I've had a rubbish couple of weeks, and I just feel like I've learned that there's a lot of work that I still need to do on myself, like internally. That's why I feel like it's important to just share this, like share the side that, you know, losing weight isn't going to just improve everything. Like, even after the weight loss, you still have to work on your insides, basically, like your soul, your spirit, you need to heal, work on all of your insecurities. Like, all of that stuff is still so important, and it's like a continuous journey. I don't know whether you're ever 100% healed. I don't know. Do you ever get 100% healed? Because there's always things happening every day in your life that you still might have to like process and work through. So it's just, for me, with eating healthy, going to the gym, exercising, setting goals, that's all continuous. It's never got an end date. I feel like healing and working on like your life and everyday life, basically, as like a continuous journey as well. There's obviously other stuff like bills. You still got to bloody pay bills when you lose weight, unfortunately. And you still got like all of the life stresses, you still get family issues, you still get friend issues, you still get all of that stuff. It's still the same. It's just you're dealing with it at a healthier weight than what you were before, which does make life a bit easier. Like, I won't lie, like losing weight and being now is a lot easier than when I was bigger, if that makes sense. Like, because I don't have that on top. I've already got rid of that problem now, and I'll never get back to that point again. But that doesn't mean that just because that's not an issue anymore, that there's not going to be other issues that I still have to work through, and it's not going to just make my life perfect, you know? And the same with like insecurities and body image and all of that kind of stuff. It's still there if you don't work for it. So make that a priority, as well as like losing weight and changing your lifestyle. I hope this video helps, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Sorry for not making a video for a while. It's been like since the beginning of last week. It's been a while. I'm sorry, I've not been like well, but I'm back. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, yeah, as well. Thank you. Bye.